3, 4, and 5. Greetings, one and all. Welcome back to the RP Geeks. I'm Sammy Grayson. Here with me are Canther, Travelers of Doom, and Red Nova.
Hello.
Yo.
And it is time for more Final Fantasy XIV. Last time, Monbrita bit the big one.
Yep, unfortunately.
But took out one of the, why am I spacing on names?
The Ascians, yep.
Yeah, but took out one of the Estinien in the process, so, hey!
Yeah, basically, without the Blessing of Light, could not have enough ether to initially kill him, so she gave up her own, realizing what Louis Swan's cause was for.
Yep. Her sacrifice was not in vain.
Nope.
Level 50 quest, in memory of Monbrita.
Yep, last quest of part 1 of patch 2.5.
Thank God. Monbrita was a native of Charlie, and I feel it is only fitting that we gather before the Mark of the Scholar. Are you familiar with the stone? It is a monument found at Wraithfrost and is sacred to Thaliak, guardian deity of the City of Learning. There shall we pray for our dear friend's soul, and bid her a peaceful return to the light of the Mother Crystal. If I recall correctly, it's like just outside in the swamp area.
Yeah,
Well,
it's like
not
southeast of the swamp.
Yeah, like not in it, but near it.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we can fly there, so getting there is not going to be...
Right.
Because it is way too easy to get lost trying to go there on foot.
Alrighty.
That's the wrong way. Oh, that's the right way.
Well, I think that was fun since I like to, put these systems you can play it on in the playlist for my Danganronpa Let's Play that one on the day we're recording this. Just going like, what should I put for the Xbox one? Because it is on Xbox now.
Well, I mean,
like,
just Xbox.
Yeah, that's what I ended up playing. But yeah. It's also one of the longer list of systems I've had in my Let's Plays so far.
Oh, yeah. PSP, Vita, PC, PS4, PS5.
Oh, right. I forgot to put PC. Alright, I'll have to add that playlist title later. You said South. Oh, yeah, there's the icon.
Yep.
Meow.
Meow.
Meow, 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 meow. He is being yelly.
Meow.
Yo. Yo. Meow.
Oh my god, he wants attention. Okay. Thankfully, Fine only needs one hand, really. Because that gave me a hand to pet him with to appease him.
Kitty.
Here we go.
God, we're just ruining the somber moment.
Oh, that was too low. Where the...
Forgive me, Moonbreeder. Had I been
Okay,
quicker
voice acting, thank God.
or wiser,
There we are. Okay, where?
but I will not. And you paid the price.
Oh, it's a
But
destination
you would
thing.
not suffer
Okay.
us to wallow in our sorrow, would you? You would tell us to pick ourselves
Why
up and
is
get
all the
on
barking?
with it.
Because animals.
And so we shall. We shall defend this realm and her people to the last.
Yep. At least I haven't had to deal with, like, excessively loud chicken clucking.
Chicken clucking?
Yeah, my neighbor's raising chickens.
Ah.
Life for death, a fair exchange. Other bargains will be struck.
And back to the Rising Stones.
lost.
Chase the hand mount away.
I feel like this mount is a lot funnier when you're playing a Makote or a Rothgar.
Or potato.
Well, yeah, but for different reasons.
Fair enough.
The Rising Stones.
I mean, if the potato was on the head mount, wouldn't be hanging off. It'd be basically sitting in it like it was sitting on a throne.
So one thing I'm curious about is, are we the only ones who can see the Midgard somewhere avatar?
I believe he only... Right now, I think so.
Okay.
God, I am frying my brain right now trying to remember. Either that or he only pops up when others aren't looking in our direction.
Yeah, like I assume he's basically using telepathy to speak directly into our minds so they wouldn't be able to overhear, but...
That would make sense. Yeah, the rolls around Midgardsorm are kind of weird. Alright. You talking to Minfilia?
I'm almost back to the solar. I was a little behind everyone with the cutscene.
Yep.
Alright, there we are.
Bleh. Though we have said our farewells, the pall of sadness has diminished but little. Forgive me, as antecedent, 'tis my job to be the pillar of strength for all others to lean upon. Yet I also believe the grief we feel now is precious in its own way, not to be lightly swept aside. Do you not agree, Harris? And now cutscene. Tis as if a dagger has been thrust into my breast. But 'tis a pain we must learn to bear if we are to forge ahead with our duty. Battles we have fought have taken the lives of so many. Louisoix, Monbrita, our fellows at the Waking Sands. Their spirit and dedication to our cause, however, will never be lost as long as we rise to fight once more. I hardly need remind you of this, of course. It's for my own benefit that I repeat these words, a reaffirmation of mine own chosen path. If I do not rebuild the foundation of my resolve, I am like to collapse in a fit of weeping. My apologies again, Harris. There's no other to whom I could display such weakness. You are my pillar of strength, and I fear I shall have need of your steadfast presence in the days to come.
Oh god. Kitty, you picked the weirdest angle for my headphone cords.
Victory won, a comrade lost. Honor the fallen, the living forge ever on, toward the light of a new day.
Kitty, I need you to now with the headphones.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Alright. Level 50 quest.
He sat in such a way that he crisscrossed the ear wires.
Oh my.
Power of cats.
By the way, Ida, what you said about Rowena is so true.
Okay.
Level 50 quest. Mask of Grief. Have you a moment, Harris? I believe Ida wished a word with you. I should consider it a personal favor if you would lend a sympathetic ear to her troubles. She's not been herself since Moonbreed's passing, and my heart aches to see her so downcast.
Alright.
Let us go talk to Ida. Hello, Ida.
And it begins.
It begins. Are you talking to Ida?
Yep.
Hey, it's Harris. Great. No, it's no use. I'm trying to stay positive, but it's just hard, you know. Thing is, I know Moan would tell me off if she saw me moping around like this. Which is why I decided to cheer myself up by getting her a special flower. Placed an order for a moon daisy with Rowena a little while ago, and it's ready to be picked up. Trouble is, I find Rowena a bit difficult at the best of times, and, well, this isn't one of them. I know it's silly, but I just can't face it at the moment. So I was wondering, you think you could maybe collect it for me? I had the coin to pay for the flower right here. Thank you so much. I'll be waiting for you and the daisy at Wraithfrost.
Yeah, Ida is perfectly understandable about Rowena.
Which character is that again?
Have you met Rowena?
We've played this game for a while and met a lot of characters, so I legit do not remember.
Well, Rowena's more side stuff, so...
Yeah.
Oh.
God, how would I even describe her? Well, shady would be one word. She kind of has her... She would belong on the Syndicate if she were based in Ul'dah. Let's put it that way.
Hmm.
Yeah, the way Ida describes her at the grave after you get the flower is also very accurate.
There you are.
Yeah, I definitely have not been over here.
Okay. Yep, this is Rowena. A very successful businesswoman. What can I do for you today, adventurer? Aldrich trinket to trade? Interesting Mundi. Eh? Got you running errands now. And Scions really know how to make the most of your talents, don't they? Sending the savior of Eorzea to the bleeding market. Fine use of your time, that is. Seriously, though, you'd best learn how to say no or they'll have you mucking out the chocobo stables next. Anyway, what is it you were here to pick up? Moon Daisy, was it? Here then, take it. Tell that Ida lass I got a wide selection of headwear in stock if she ever decides to replace that dowdy old mask of hers. Odds know she needs to.
Like, hey, Rowena, the signs are not that fucking stupid, thank you very much.
And someone doesn't have all the facts.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
He's not over there. Alright, Wraithfrost.
Yeah.
Yep.
Face on that, too.
Oh yeah, one thing I'm really excited for next week, that I used some of the money I had in my Nintendo account to pre-order, essentially, Neon White. I've been excited for that game. It is a how the trailers describe it is it's a card-based speedrunning FPS.
Alright.
That's an interesting combination.
Yeah, and the basic premise is you are a sinner who basically becomes a hitman for heaven to try to earn your way there.
Hitman for heaven.
Yeah, basically trying to take care of some other bad souls.
Gotcha.
And the presentation looks really neat.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah, it's on Switch. It's on Switch and Steam.
Switch and Steam. Why am I not surprised? Anywho's it? Oh, that does look kind of neat. Anyway, Rowena can be so annoying. She just will not take no for an answer.
Amen to that, Yida.
Every time I visit her, she insists I replace my visor with something more fashionable. When I tell her I like it just fine the way it is, she says it again, and then again, and then again. It drives me crazy. What I mean to say is I really appreciate you doing this for me. Well, anyway, let's see it. Often hung to rafters, trees, or other elevated locations to represent the celestial body when performing holy rituals to the goddess Menfina during daylight hours. Moenbrita loved these things, you know. I hope that somewhere, somehow, she knows I'm still thinking of her.
I'll never forget you, Moon. None of us will.
The song riseth to a crescendo.
Just whispered to him, not the time.
Oh. Well then.
Oh boy, dragons.
Yep.
Is that what I think it is?
Dragons, yes.
2, 3, 4.
Hello, can you hear me?
Alright, yeah,
We
the
have
one I'm
received
on
great
right
tidings
now,
from Ishgard.
5
They
quests
return to the
away
Rising
from
Stones at
unlocking
once.
that trial.
Okay. Holy shit, we might actually get there today.
Maybe. Depends on how bad the cutscenes are near the end.
Oh, those cutscenes go on for a while, but I think most of them are voice acted, so.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, I could just teleport there. Bleh.
Deep, deep, deep. Yes, please.
Judgments.
Yep. With Neon White, it's one of those games I'd had my eye on for a while because I saw one of its like very first trailers earlier in the year. And yeah, their release date trailer was during Summer Game Fest.
Ah. Yeah, the little...
So yeah,
Go ahead.
it comes out the 16th.
The little snippet I saw in the Steam store looks interesting. There was another, like, speedrunning first-person game. What was it? Because it was, like, set in hell or something. God, what was it? I know I saw, like, I think it was Markiplier playing it.
80s?
No, not Hades. I'm sure it'll come back to me eventually. Anyway, hi,
Alright.
Alphino. My
I
apologies.
am talking to him.
Okay. My apologies for the interruption. I was deeply saddened to learn of Moenbrita's passing. Her loss will be sorely felt. Alas, recent developments in Ishgard leave us little time to mourn. The envoy from Kurthus will soon arrive, and we must hasten to hear her report. Alright, next quest. Defenders for Ishgard. Nope. The envoy is here. Hello, Lucia. I thank you for receiving me at such short notice. Time is of the essence, so I would forego the usual pleasantries, if I may. Certainly. You come with news of the Dravanians. Aye, the dragons have begun their attack in earnest. First wave reached the Central Highlands a short while ago, and battle was joined soon thereafter. Sir Emmerich himself sallied forth with a contingent of temple knights and several companies of the noble house's finest. Though the beasts were ultimately forced into retreat, our victory, such it may be called, came at the cost of many of our own. Too many. We will not withstand a second wave should the Dravanians renew their assault. Paint a grim picture, my lady. Is it reinforcements you seek, then? We do. What pricks our pride, it is plain we cannot protect Ishgard with our ranks thus thinned by the Horde. Sir Emmerich would meet with you to discuss the possibility of enlisting your aid. Very well, I shall depart for Kurthus at once. I must warn you, however, that the involvement of the Crystal Braves is by no means assured. Our commitment to quelling the unrest in Ul'dah must take precedence. It is with such contingencies in mind that I must make another request. Scions of the Seventh Dawn are known for sharing close ties with all three of the grand companies of Eorzea. Would you consent to plead our case to their leaders? While I will gladly appeal to the grand companies on your behalf, I dare not promise a favorable reply. I need say no more. Considering our past dealings with the Eorzean alliance, you well imagine how our plea will be received. The fate of Ishgard hangs in the balance. We must explore every avenue still open to us, no matter how unpromising. I see. Very well. I shall send envoys to each of the allied nations and have them present your request directly to the heads of the grand companies. In the event that your plea does receive a favorable answer, know that any support is certain to be conditional. Demands will be made of Ishgard. That is only to be expected. Rest assured that I speak with Sir Emmerich's authority in this matter, and that our actions are fully sanctioned by the Holy See. Which brings me to my final request, a personal appeal to you, Warrior of Light. The Lord Commander desires much desires to speak with you, regardless of your fellow's involvement. You faced Midgard-Sormer and survived. Anything you can share of your experience may yield us an advantage over our foe. Thank you. Wear the mantle of hero well. Seem the road leads us both to Camp Dragonhead. Seek me out when you arrive, Harith.
Now, knowing how they work, we probably should not mention the tiny little dragon that flies next to us.
I mean, assuming they'd even be able to see him. Otherwise, we just look like madmen.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, bad idea to just even talk about it.
Yep.
Pretty sure that was just gonna instantly branded heretics.
Yeah, probably. Meanwhile... Hello, Iceheart.
The sons must answer for their father's misdeeds. Only then will the cycle be broken. Brothers and sisters of the heavens, we raise our voices and join you in the chorus. The sinner's feeble magics are undone. Come, claim your retribution.
Well.
That's a problem.
Alright. We'll camp at Dragonhead. We gonna fight some dragons. There you are. That's a name.
What?
There's someone in Novnet named Heals Badly. That's a name. Hey, Canther, how's it going?
It's going.
That was the wrong quest marker I was starting to follow.
I was wondering if, for a second, that was you or Red. 'Cause I'm like, Red's not on this map right now.
Yeah, I'm in Corthus.
Seems I was the swifter, Harris. You two, however, have arrived with time to spare, for our host has yet to make an appearance. Murmurings about camp tell of some manner of trouble at the gates of judgment. In the Lord Commander's absence, I suggest you visit the place and find out what is afoot.
Now I go in that direction.
Yep. Hello. Gates of Judgment are much more than mere doors. They are the outermost layer of Ishgard's magical wards. Our first line of defense can be so easily shattered. Tenterhooked. When I laid eyes upon Lady Iceheart, I felt the marrow freeze within my bones. Dyspeptic. Pulling out some fancy words in this fucking game.
Mm-hmm.
Heretic.
The first time.
Yep. Heretic scum. How dare they meddle with our divine protections? Shall rid our nation of their blasphemy, even if it means cutting them down one by one. We need not fret over much. There are yet several layers of arcade protection that shield the city from invasion. Mother will be fine. Oh, he's worried about his mom. It seemed the heretics struck the first and most telling blow against Ishgard. Scions, we expected you at Camp Dragonhead. My apologies. We chanced to hear that there had been trouble at the gates and thought it prudent to investigate the cause. And you have learned of the heretics' treachery. Lady Iceheart led a force of her followers against our defenders, came close enough to dispel the first of our wards. But let us speak more of this back at the camp. Sir Amric awaits you. Yeah, I think we got time for one more. Level 50 quest, The Worm's Roar. Lady Iceheart has grown bold indeed if she would risk direct action against the city. Come, let us do as we were bid and return to Camp Dragonhead. Lord Horshafont will know where Sir Amric means to receive us. Zoomy Crab, away! Or we could just teleport. That works too.
Apparently, if you teleport while on a mount, you're still on the mount.
Yep. Usually. Depends on where you're going.
Yeah, I assume that you get dismounted if you go into one of the main cities.
Yep. It is reassuring indeed to behold the countenance of a friend when one's homeland teeters upon the very brink of disaster. Though a single misstep could send us plunging into the abyss, your heroic presence stokes the flames of courage within my heart. But you did not come to Dragonhead to listen to my prattling. Lord Commander has arrived and will treat with you in the intercessory. Just like... Okay, let's go. So inside. Yes, please.
Your dragon stairs.
Hello, Sir Emmerich. Damn it. I thank you for coming with such haste, and apologize for my absence. Suffice it to say, Lady Iceheart and her heretics have much to answer for. Yes, we have but recently returned from the Gates of Judgment ourselves. Given the circumstances, we quite understand if you would prefer to postpone our appointed audience. On the contrary, Master Alphino, I think it more important than ever that this meeting take place. Rest assured, I shall return to my post on Ishgard's walls the moment our business is concluded. Before we move on to the subject of reinforcements, however, I would introduce you to a close friend and stalwart ally, Estinien. Editor's note, you know what to do. I didn't realize he had spurs. Shing! May I present to you Ishgard's Azure Dragoon. An impressive title, though I confess I know precious little of the Order of Dragoons. They are formidable warriors all, but even among such masters of the lance, Estinien is without equal. He, out of all the warriors of Ishgard, was chosen to wield the power of dragons, and may thus contend with any Dravanian. You flatter me overmuch, Lord Commander. And here's probably a line of dialogue that I'm getting because I did the Dragoon quests. If ever I was without equal, I am no longer, as my fellow Azure Dragoon here will attest. Be at ease, Harris. I did not come to challenge you this day.
You know, he's like, so you're the adventurer they were talking about. Nice to meet you type deal.
Yeah, there's a bunch of those. Like, apparently I saw earlier yesterday that there's a minor side quest you can do with Godbert prior to the Hildebrand quest lines. And if you do that, when you actually get to meet him during the quest line, he'll recognize you.
Something has to do with the gold saucer.
I don't remember. Bottom line, I need to start doing these fucking side quests. Well, now that we've all been introduced, let us proceed to the matter at hand. I would share with you what we have learned of Iceheart's design, as confessed by the heretics taken captive after the assault on the gates. It would seem that Lady Iceheart and the Dravanians share a common goal, the reclamation of Nidhogg's stolen eye. Nidhogg, one of the 7 great worms. His name features prominently.
Go ahead.
His name features prominently in your nation's history. Though once defeated by the hero Haldrath, the beast is said to have terrorized Kurthus since Ishgard's founding. Aye, many are the scars our walls bear from Nidhogg's relentless efforts to raise the city. The trophy Haldrath plucked from the beast-bested worm's skull, known simply as the Eye, is a treasured relic of Ishgard, and one possessed of untold power. Should it ever be returned to Nidhogg, the dread creature would be restored to the height of his strength, and then no wall or ward we could erect would be stout enough to deny him. My vengeful son hath waged war against Ishgard for 1,000 years. No mortal mind could comprehend the depths of his rancor. The Eye itself is secreted deep within the vault. It's kept under heavy guard, surrounded at all times by men and women who have proven their loyalty to the Holy See. But though stout walls and sharp blades may suffice to discourage the heretics, the dragons are another matter. There are individuals within the Dravanian horde whom an entire company of knights would labor to repel, to say nothing of Nidhogg himself. Nor does age rob them of their strength. Through the endless march of years the dragons endure, patient, calculating, inexorable. You must understand, these creatures do not share our perception of time. That is especially true of the Great Worms, they who spend centuries in slumber only to wake and resume their campaigns as if mere hours had passed. It's been 20 years since Nidhogg last darkened our skies. 20 years for him to gather his strength, for us to bolster our defenses. Now, just as he seems primed to return, the heretics strike at the gates. You believe that Lady Iceheart is in league with the creature, then? Of that we cannot be certain. We know that the heretics covet the Eye. We have been unable to determine their plans for it. Such questions aside, we must needs address the ragged hole that their mistress has seen fit to rend in Ishgard's protections. It's a weakness the Dravanians are not like to leave untested. So it would seem. You described your plight in admirable detail, Lord Commander, yet I cannot help but wonder at your candor. Why share such sensitive information with us? I shall speak plain. Ishgard has need of allies, and I would have you bolster our front lines in readiness for the coming battle against the dragons. This much I expected. Unlike our arrangements considering the Keeper of the Lake, however, only you stand to benefit from our assistance in this matter. I fail to see why we should intervene in a conflict which concerns only Ishgard and Dravania. When the Eorzean Alliance requested Ishgard's assistance during Operation Archon, you refused us. Does it not seem grossly unjust to demand that we now risk our lives in your private war? I make no attempt to defend my country's conduct. I only ask that you consider what would follow were Ishgard to fall. Having razed our city to the ground, the Horde would have little cause to linger, and most would return to their lairs in Dravania. Soon thereafter, the ruins of Kurthus would be buried in snow, and the land would become the sole province of beasts and beastmen. Until the Garlean's arrival, that is. Or you may be certain that the Empire would not hesitate to claim Kurthus. They would not even have to draw steel. It's like, oh shit, the Empire. An imperial province sharing a border with Mordona. 7 hells. Very well. We'll assist you in repelling the dragons. The roar of a great worm may have shaken the firmament, but we of Eorzea will not abandon our Ishgardian brothers to face the coming horde alone. Nor did I ever think you would. Now, upon the matter of the roar, allow me, Sir Emric. Through the power of the Eye, I've become the vessel of Nidhogg's strength. His essence has stolen into my very blood. Legasp. Fear not, I am in full control of my faculties, I assure you. The Eye itself is of no relevance to this tale. It's not essential that I bear it with me wheresoever I go. Its lingering influence does, however, allow me to hear Nidhogg's voice. And the worm who roared was Nidhogg. Aye. He means to hurl his horde against Danafin's collar, and shatter the remaining wards that protect the city. There can be no doubt, the worm has summoned his minions to war. Da-da-da-da!
Alright.
While the circumstances are far from ideal, this desperate endeavor will at least provide us an opportunity to bring the sister states of Eorzea together in common cause. Sir Emric was more ruthless in his negotiations than I had anticipated. I suppose one must give no quarter when one's home is at stake. Did you see the look on his face when he formally requested our assistance? The Lord Commander has long campaigned for Ishgard to open its gate to outsiders. I suspect the softening of the Holy See's attitude towards foreign cooperation comes as something of a bittersweet victory. Days ahead promise to be interesting indeed. Alright. And with that, gonna end the episode there. Thank you guys so much for joining us. If you liked the video, leave a like and a comment. If you want to see more, hit subscribe and the bell, and we'll see you guys next time.
Later.
All of my children, in whom life flows abundant, to